Hello, this is Pastor Chris Wilson from St. Andrew Christian Church, and here to talk about the sermon this coming week. We are starting a new series. I'm entitling the series Beyond the Frame. There will be a little bit of photography metaphors that might be thrown in here and there throughout the series. And the theme for this particular week is called Focusing on the Moment. And the scripture passage comes from the Gospel of John. It is a post-resurrection story in which Jesus visits the disciple Thomas. And evidently Jesus had previously visited the disciples and Thomas was not there. And when Thomas returns and Jesus is gone, the disciples get all excited. Jesus was here, he's risen, he came to see us. And Thomas says, well, I have to see it with my own eyes. And Jesus makes a second visit and gets to visit with Thomas. And something about that interchange between Thomas and Jesus is powerful in the sense that Thomas believes, and he's one of those that needed a little validation for that. And Jesus clearly knew that about him because he makes an additional visit so that all the disciples have their opportunity to believe. And so we'll focus on, in this text, and on the story and on the theme that's kind of focusing on the moment. What does it mean to focus on the moment? And I have a few kind of clear steps I think are valuable for focusing on the moment. Something when a photographer wants to focus on the moment and get a particular shot, there are some strategies around taking a particular shot, getting the right thing in place to get the shot you want. And Jesus understands that in order for the ongoing work that he started to continue with the disciples, there needed to be some things that were done in preparation for that moment, for that work to continue in a meaningful way. And so we will kind of launch into the series with this story about Jesus and Thomas. And we'll look a little bit at photographer strategies around taking photographs. And then we'll look at our own sense of what does that mean for us as people of faith? And how do we engage people around us? How do we focus in on people and make sure that we give space for people? How important that is. We are entering a very stressful time in our country with the election coming up, a lot of anxiety around that. And so focusing on particular things becomes really important in the work that we do as people of faith. So I hope you'll join us on Sunday as we start this new series. Hope to see you. Thanks so much.